Okay, well, here we are. New day, new stream, new everything. Let's jump right into the save. Uh, it's very confusing. New game, join game, and load game. I would expect load game to be here instead of join game, but anyway. Let's go. So, last time was an exciting time because we started phase 4, which includes a lot of new stuff. We already did one milestone, as we can see by the pod not being here, which is the advanced or bauxite refinement. I wonder. Oh, I didn't mean to. Oh god. Bauxite. So anything nearby at all. Definitely not nearby, that's for sure. There. That's a pure node, okay. That's impure and normal. Well, the pure node is closest, which is ideal. That's nice. So, but yeah. So we have bauxite. Then we would also probably look at the hover pack at some point. But I think we won't get too distracted by these milestones yet. I think they're cool and all, but I think the first thing that we might want to do is look to things like turbo fuel that I was introduced to by Rob. Turbo fuel, yeah, here. So I wonder. So that's in the refinery. Let's see. So for that we would need 4 compacted coal, which is coal and sulfur. So and it needed oil as well, right? I'm pretty certain. The fuel it needs. Okay. So it needs regular fuel. That is interesting. Let's also check. Does it have any byproduct? No byproduct. So the fuel produces the byproduct, I guess, itself. Okay. And it can be used to generate power or packaged to be used as fuel for vehicles. Okay. It's significantly more megajoules, which is good. So I guess the ideal thing that we want to do is turn all of our fuel into turbo fuel. All that we can, at least. I think that makes sense for today, at least. We might do some more things other than that if we have the time. But I think this in itself will be quite time consuming. So let's see. Let's also add power shards. Something we also want to do is set up automated what's it called? SAM fluctuators. We will need iron rods. Okay. We have some in inventory at least. Our steel beams, I remember we had an issue. We still don't have that many of them, but it's at least filling up a little bit. Let's also try to Maybe we stop the heavy modular frames also at this point for now. Let's stop the computers at least and the circuit boards. Because we're using a lot of plastic for that. And yeah, we basically don't have any left in the box, I think. Let's see, anything else? So let's consider a few things, right? So we will need at least 2 miners. Okay. That is fine. Fairly cheap. Good. Then we will likely need quite a few refineries. I don't know how many. Let's say 10 for now. So that needs more motors. So this is why we add to the to-do list, so that we can tell what we might need. Then maybe also some more steel pipes. Good to know. Steel pipes go here. Encased industrial beams, I think we should grab some more at least, just to be on the safe side. And our modular frames, how are they looking? We have a lot now. That makes me think that maybe we can actually do the heavy modular frames for a while. Yeah, I think that makes sense then. I want to consider our power. Yeah. It's not looking amazing. We will have to fix this issue, but I think we'll do that kind of automatically while working on the turbo fuel stuff. Okay. Oh, it's already slooped. Okay, good. I didn't mean to turn you off. I'm sorry. Great. I think that's it. Let's go. Let's grab some more concrete. And get rid of these free concrete. Okay. Yeah, because we might need a lot. Who knows? Okay. Let's go towards our oil. Oh! Hello, hello. Thank you, not Meow Cha. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. A lot. It means a lot. And 5 people, that's a lot more than I'm used to. Let's see how I handle this. But thank you very much. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. And I hope you had a great stream. And hello, Rob. Meow indeed, meow meow. So, what are we doing? Yes. So I'm going towards our oil refinery at the moment, and I'm thinking of how to turn it into how to turn our fuel into turbo fuel. We just unlocked phase 4, but I think turbo fuel might be the best place to start for today at least. And I feel like the game is a little loud, so I'm gonna turn it down slightly. Let's try 40. So this is our current fuel and oil refinery. So that also produces plastic. But we'll want to turn this into turbo fuel, I think. It's fine even if I butcher it. So that's at least the plan for now. And then from there on, I don't know. We might not have time for more than that, so it kind of depends. Where is sulfur? It's here. So if we scan for sulfur, where is the closest? It is quite far, clearly. Okay, there is here normal, impure, and pure. Okay, one of each. And then we also have a pure node here. Okay, turbo fuel is really good. That's good to know. Yes, I think it makes sense to do that. Okay, so we have sulfur fairly nearby. Let's look at coal. Okay. Yeah, I guess this is kind of set up to also allow for turbo fuel in and around this area, so that's nice. Well, welcome everyone. I remember I did raid Meow Chop before, but and they mentioned that you could shout out a channel. I didn't even know how to. I don't even know how to do that. But I definitely should. Yeah, I just don't even know. I'm new to streaming, kind of. / shout out. Okay, and then it's just the name of your yeah, okay. Yes. I think. Yes. Perfect. Yes. I don't think we had many people in here, if at all, before you raided, but it's at least good to do that just for well, just for the sake of it. So we have to think about. Indeed. Brian does get happy when numbers go up. Let's see. Yes. So we can make 40 fuel per minute. We need 22.5 fuel per minute for the turbo fuel. The compacted coal I also have not looked at, so let's do that here. That's 25 coal and 25 sulfur. At least that's fairly simple for 25 out. Okay. And we need 15 here. I see. So we can do quite a lot then. I'm not totally I'm not one to perfectly do all the math behind everything and make it the most efficient possible. This is my first playthrough, so I'm kind of winging it, and I also know that there is a Satisfactory calculator online that I could possibly use to calculate some of these things. I'm gonna refrain from doing that just to keep the whole what can you say, the game in focus, and have it be a little more engaging in that sense, and try to also be inviting for new players as well. And I also don't like to just share my browser source or anything like that. So I'm just gonna kind of wing it. What I do know is that down here we have a pure and normal oil node, I believe. So we are producing 120 here and 240 here. Even 300 because we're overclocking slightly. Yeah. So yeah. So we have a total of 360 fuel being made if there is no over or underclocking of any devices, any machines. So yeah, that will be the idea. And then this is not gonna be even. Well, actually, so what is 40 of 60? 60 divided by 40. Wait, 40 divided by 60, right? That's the percentage. So we know that much. So if petroleum coke, it's turbo fuel. We know that we can create 40 fuel per minute per refinery. We can then turn 22.5 divided by 40. Yeah, so the math doesn't add up totally. Yeah, exactly. It's just it's a little less breakup in the stream and in the videos. I'm also turning this into YouTube videos and stuff, so it just feels better to just be fully focused on the stream or on the game completely. I don't think it's that big of a deal necessarily, but I think that's just kind of how I prefer it to be done for now, at least. If I was to be like a fully Satisfactory pro streamer kind of thing, then at that point probably I would start using Satisfactory calculators and so on. But yeah. Well, I hope the stream was good, Meow Chow, and welcome to everyone from that stream as well. I appreciate the raid. It means a lot. And having food, what are you having? I'm always curious. Yeah, but pork chops and rice, nice. Simple but good. That's how I like it. Yeah, I mean, lurkers are more than welcome. It's just lovely to have people watching, at the very least. Let's add some more things in here. We have all of those. Okay. So yeah, the idea is that we go and mine up some sulfur and coal. So I believe it was in this direction, so let's go. Okay. So let's see what we can do with this. Oh. There's a crash here. I don't have the circuit boards needed. Wait, it's fine. I forgot to make gas filters, so we're running out of that, but it's fine. Let's see, so... yeah, so it's just up there. Let's see if we can make it. We can. Good. So we somehow have to meet in the middle with the coal and sulfur. I missed. I didn't that time. Good. I'm missing again. I really don't like those guys. I do have trucks indeed. I just haven't worked with them and set them up. But yeah, that's probably a good idea to look at least. Make a small road. Yeah. That might be a good reason to look at those things. Oh, I didn't mean to build you all the way over here. Giving a good opportunity to mess around with the new content also. Makes sense. I didn't build more. Good. So let's do Mark II miner here. Point it in this direction? No. Let's point it in this direction here. Because we have more flat space. And the coal was annoyingly in the opposite direction. No, it was down here. So it's not too bad. Okay. So that's the pure node that we have set up now. And again, what we wanted was even of... Really? It's too uneven. We wanted the same amount of sulfur and coal. So that's good. That's easy enough to work with in that sense. So I will probably do a similar thing with the sulfur to what I did with the oil, which is making use of a pure and a normal node, and that's it. And then if the math doesn't math up, then we simply just over or underclock machines. We have the power shards that we need at this point, so we're at least good in that sense. Okay. And we can have this central space for meeting up with the machines, I guess. That's fine. It's a good, even, flat space when we build more. Imagine not using the asphalt. I don't even know if I have the asphalt unlocked. Oh, that's the sink. I don't think so, but I could probably do that. This one, right? I mean, I definitely could use it. Coated concrete. Yeah, makes sense, makes sense. It doesn't do anything special, it seems, but yeah, I would probably do that. Okay. Then we build power poles. Where is this power pole going? Here is fine. Then we also go here. I'm not one to build pretty things, I try to build structured things, but not necessarily pretty, just so you know. Um, I do enjoy when things look good, but I don't have the skills to do that. And especially for the first time playing, I think it's particularly difficult to make pretty things. But at least I try to keep structured. So we have this highway. This was built before 1.2, I think. So maybe if we had been on 1.2, we would have turned it into vehicles. Yes, yes, exactly. It's a style. It's an aesthetic choice. Oh, yeah. Oh god, I do remember Let's Game It Out playing this game. It was insanity. Okay, so can we blow this up? I don't know. We can. Nice. It's just a bit distracting. I don't like nature in my builds, you know. Who likes nature, right? Yes, indeed. Like, Let's Game It Out probably did a lot to the popularity of the game, which is nice. Okay, so we have to think about where we meet up, and we could simply just we could meet up over the water. Or simply just buy the oil. I think that probably makes the most sense. So, well, but this will be complicated. So I guess the trucks are the better better choice. I might need help with this. I don't know how complicated this gets. Oh, there's just a random geyser here also in the middle of things. So let's see. Yeah, I think I will need to get back to base at least and get the asphalt then unlocked, because I don't have coupons on me. I should have had that though. Still on phase 1. Are you new to the game? Job? I know there are a few people who primarily prefer like watching the game over playing it. Okay, you just kill all of my momentum. I was hoping that I could do a quick, cool jump and keep my momentum, but I couldn't. Uh-huh. Yes, I see. Yeah. I actually also got the game way back before 1.0, but I ended up not really playing it that much. For some reason, I don't know. It just didn't click with me. Now it definitely has clicked with me though. Let's get the asphalt.
All fixed-vetted materials are tested for toxins, hallucinogens, and other biologically adverse effects. Pioneers are advised not to immerse themselves in these materials, and not to lick, eat, breathe in, or otherwise consume them.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Ada. Mm. I mean, that could be cool. Why not? I'm just spending a few coupons because I can. Some of these also seem a bit cool, but we have 18 coupons. We can get some windows, we can get some conveyor walls. Sounds fairly useful. Let's just do that. That's fine. Oh yes, I mean it happens like that, Rob. Sometimes and some people prefer it that way, and it's very cool to see. Also, can be a bit how can you say it? Mm, Annoying to watch in a way, but also fun at the same time. Yeah, it's true, meow. Um, I it's true. I have to remember to look where I'm going because I'm reading chat. Yes, I mean it's super addicting, super satisfying and fun in its very own unique way. So, um, Meow, I've only seen you streaming Satisfactory. Do you stream other games or anything of the like? Yeah, I've been thinking about Satisfactory for my stream as well. Um, I think it could be cool. I don't even remember where this sulfur is. Um, let's just scan for it. It's very close to us, I think. It might be up here. Yeah, it is. Whatever you feel like. What have you been streaming recently? So I understand that it's a new save that you're on. Were you streaming Satisfactory also? Before that, just on a different save? Okay. Good. So... we can, like, make vehicles meet up on this rock, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Let's do a ramp here. Would these be too steep? I mean, it doesn't matter because I'm not planning to have vehicles drive here exactly, so it's fine. But I'm thinking that maybe why are they so... Oh, they looked low quality textured, but now it's fine. Okay. Also some Apex Legends, nice. Susaps. By my armor free unit. Okay. Nuclear option. I see. I don't know nuclear option. I also never tried armor in any way, but I did have a friend who was very into it for a longer period. So let me just build the truck station and see. Oh, Ada has something to say.
Fixit wishes to remind you that the vehicle path tools, which can be found in your build menu, can connect directly to the truck station's dock area. This ensures it will connect properly once everything is automated. The truck station can be set to load or unload, and can also refuel vehicles. Unlike some pioneers, truck stations care about saving humanity.
Okay, sure. They care about saving humanity. Interesting. Um, so this would be the fuel probably, right? So we need somehow to also fuel it up. But maybe that's possible directly from over here. I'm not sure. I really liked Apex Legends when it came out. I barely have played it since though. And I also don't have the setup anymore for FPS games. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Load the sulfur, unload it on a truck station. And make the truck station that unloads the sulfur. Loads the fuel. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Let's turn the truck station around. Like so. Sure, that can work. I think this is gonna be quite a bit above my pay grade of Satisfactory. I'm a bit overwhelmed as to how to do this, how to work with this. Okay, good. Make the road first, okay. I see. But how big are trucks? Okay. Sure. So they're like a foundation big, essentially. Let's also... These keep turning low res for some reason. I don't know why. Let's make it too wide, I guess that's fine. We don't need these two. They need at least 3 tiles of foundation to U-turn. Okay. Yeah, so this wide should be good. Then. Yeah. Okay. So that would be the ideal setup. We go kind of forward and then to the right down here. Here. Okay. Yeah, so they would be going to the truck station, I guess, and then doing a big U-turn, and they might need more space than this, is what you're saying? Yes. Oh god, okay. Depending on the vehicle even. Yeah. Why do these keep turning low res? That's so strange. Okay. The universal path, yes. That's very nice. So that would be like a U-turn in this case. But it's yellow. I'm guessing that means that there is some kind of issue I didn't really read. Vehicle path turns too sharply. Oh, I didn't mean to fall here. But now it's not yellow for some reason. Why is it acting differently now? But okay, so oh, maybe yellow just means that, yeah, just incomplete. Okay, I see. Yeah, so it's when I placed it, it turned yellow. Mm-hmm. Green is an intersection. Okay, red, it's the end. Okay, yeah, so they don't necessarily, the colors don't necessarily indicate a problem, they just indicate certain things. Of course, while building, it's different, right? Now it's red, it turns too sharply. A proper loop with at least 2 truck stations. Okay. Yeah, so I would build one on this side as well, for example, with this setup. If I pick the asphalt, does it then build the asphalt? Yes, it does. Nice. Okay. Well, I think at the very least we should be able to just go straight from here. I wonder if I can blow this up. I think I can. I can. Nice. At the very least, I know that we will go straight from here. Yeah, at least 3 wide. Yeah. I could make a blueprint, I guess, but it's not that big of a deal to do this because we're quite close anyway to that coal, I think. It's just down here, yeah. Yes. Yeah, I prefer at the very least to... I don't care too much about making things pretty, to be honest. So this is where the coal is. Yeah, I see it. So we would likely continue like this. Well, we can grab a slug on the way here somehow. That's just floating. Can I reach without falling? I cannot. Yes. I can stand on the slug. Okay. Yeah. So we have more coal. So those are the 3 nodes that we can work with. Essentially, we'll just build it towards there and then like do a ramp down, I guess. Yeah, so this should be a good point to then start ramping down. 1 meter ramps, are those gonna be... They're not gonna be steep enough. Maybe only 4 meter ramps would be steep enough. Yeah, it looks like it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you suggest that I build the platform to process this, like just in the middle of the road somewhere, in the middle of the sky here? Okay. Well, I'm hoping that 4 meters won't be too steep. Because it does look very, very steep. Yeah, I care about spaghetti, but I don't care so much about how it looks. That might be my programming side coming out. I don't like spaghetti code either. Okay, so that should be a decent height to work with. I did not throw that nearly far enough. That was better. Nice. Okay. This just looks very, very steep for a vehicle. That is what scares me a bit. I'm also not building asphalt here. They should really make a bucket tool for this. Okay. God. I really don't want to deal with you, so I'm gonna try to shoot you before you're gonna be a problem. Okay. Hello, hello everyone. 9 viewers in here somehow. I don't know where that came from, but hello, hello and welcome. I appreciate you stopping by. We're trying to set up vehicle pathing and compacted coal with along with turbo fuel. That is the plan for right now, at least. So I'm thinking this might just be the height that we go for. So let's see here. You're normal, and what are you? You are also normal. And you are normal. So we'll make use of all of these so that we have the equivalent amount of sulfur and coal, which is what we need. Oh, probably no one in here are normal. But what's fun about being normal, right? Okay, let's see, add the slug, I guess. Can add the high-speed connectors also. I just kind of want to get rid of some, clear up some inventory, that's fine. So, we likely need more concrete than we have. But let's say this will be the base level that we work from. Okay, then I don't wanna extend you guys. Okay, good. Let's then get rid of you. Yeah, so I'm kind of in the dark a little bit. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I'm just trying things out, seeing what sticks. More. That should be fine. Okay. Good. So we will build this miner going in that direction. Good. We will build this one going in the opposite direction. It's so annoying that they do like this. I cannot rotate while it's locked apparently. Okay, good. And then we also get you down, point it in this direction, good. Let's get rid of you. Good. So then we have these miners. Nice. Let's start souping from now. Yes. I'm just hoping that I'm not causing cringe, let's say, to the experienced people in here. Not causing you to grind your teeth. Or anything like that. All of this nature needs to go. Absolutely. What is it even doing here? Who wants to look at that when you have machines to build? Even though it is a pretty game. Okay. Good, so we have a big platform. Let's see where it meets up with this ramp here. Okay. It meets up here. Let's take this foundation if we can. And we'll just change the material of the other one. We can kind of leave it like like here, I guess. It's maybe the extent that we send the trucks. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's nice. I've had a surprising amount of people who are just like, do it the way that you feel is good and so on. Because I kind of expected a game like this to have a lot of people who are like, you need to do it this way, it needs to be that way, and so on. But I've been surprised about the amount of like support you get for the way that you do things that might not necessarily be the best and most amazing way of doing things, but people are okay with that. Of course there can be guidance and so on. People are nice as well. They say, well, this is maybe not the best way to do this, but maybe you should consider it this way and so on. But like that's just a nice way of doing things, of suggesting things. So I'm surprised. Indeed, there is no wrong way, but from my experience, there can definitely be some situations of people being a little more defensive or aggressive about the way that you play games, right? Which thankfully I haven't really experienced that much in this game from people, and that's nice. I got an achievement somehow. A concrete example. Okay. These are not the exact same height. I was hoping that they were. It's a 1 meter difference. It's fine. I mean, we have ramps for that, so... Can you... I wonder, can you step on up on this? No, you have to jump. Okay. Because if you could just step up, I wouldn't mind not having a ramp, but... It's not a big deal. We might not even need a ramp, to be honest, but I like having it there. Just for the looks. I don't really know what I'm building. I'm just kind of building, feeling things out a little bit, and then just, yeah. I don't know. So let us. We will just do Mark III, I think. And we will merge like here. Going this direction, sure. Of course I didn't line it up with you, which I should have thought about. And of course these don't really line up either way because they're attached to the node over on the X and Z axis, or X and Y, depending on how you think about it. Okay, let's see. So this should work, and then we just conveyor lift it up. That's it. Yes. I mean, definitely the numbers are important. That's true. Yeah, there is. It would be nice because this like slight bend, it's barely noticeable, but it's there. It does annoy me sometimes. Okay. Good. Then let us meet up like here. No. Here. Because we need more space. Well, what about here? Then becomes a little strange looking. But let's do it here. That's fine. Okay, good. Merger goes here. Then we send you in. And you. Nice. Okay. You place it like I have. Remove the foundation, aim a road barrier at the minor output. Holding the controller, it snaps to the bottom of the output. Place it then. Aim a foundation at the road barrier, hold it with H, then nudge over 4 meters and back 8 meters. Okay, wow. You have to be looking slightly down at the minor output. That's very nice. That's good to know. I think it's not something I'll do for these now that I have built them at least, but it's something that I'll definitely consider going forward. Okay. We should probably so then the idea is we have the truck station like here, I guess. Something like that, right? But we should have 2 truck stations, if I understood correctly. So something like this. Is that correctly understood? So building everything off-grid. That's interesting. Okay, wow. I've only heard of people building only on-grid. Okay. These also require a lot of power, but I mean, not that much. We definitely have enough for that, but yeah, I see. So they can only be load and unload. So that's why it's like that. So this side will have to be load now because of the way that I've set it up. Then this will be unloading. But well, we don't even need to do that here, to be honest. We don't need to unload anything here. We simply just load. Because we're just adding coal to the inventory and that's it. Okay, let's do ramps up here. Yes, no, oh, no problem. Meowcha, see you. Nice to chat with you again, and thank you for the raid as well. I appreciate it. Good. Okay. So we have a road. We load here. So we build around. I'm going too fast, I cannot control. Okay, so we will have space for this. Good. Then we do the same on the opposite side. Okay. And then this would also be a loading station. Great. This just looks strange. Do I have... This doesn't solve it, does it? I mean, maybe. Somewhat. Definitely still looks strange, but it looks a bit better. An up corner. How does that look? Yeah, it'll likely just be a down ramp corner then. Inverted. Yeah, okay. It looks fine enough. Good. So then we should have somewhere towards here that loads and unloads. Loads on fuel, I guess, and unloads for assembler compacted coal. I think that's how we'll do it. I like how this little wrench is flopping around. Maybe we go here this way. make a platform up there. Is that how we do it? Possibly. I mean, we could also just place it here. We can extend the platform a bit. There's more coal or more oil around. Refuel happens on any station that has coal or another fuel source in its fuel input. Yeah, so I was thinking that they load on coal here and load on sulfur here, and then they go to a third spot where they unload their things going into an assembler, and then they also at that spot, because right down here we're doing the packaged fuel, so also at that same station we'll put in the packaged fuel. So we'll unload and load somewhere in this direction, if that makes sense. At least to me it does, but I'm also the one who doesn't have that much experience with the game. Just really dislike how little space there is, but we can make a lot more space. That'll work, just keep coal and sulfur on separate trucks and separate stations. Okay. I expected a truck to be able to move both at once, but I guess not. Is there a reason as to why they cannot do it like that? Yeah, makes sense. So it's just for, I don't know. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But then, isn't there a chance that they'll like run into each other or something like that? And then like the whole system kind of gets messed up because they are because they're blocking each other. Or is that fine? I mean, over time I guess it could be fine, because the miners don't ideally back up, right? So, but still then there will be some unevenness in the amount of sulfur and coal that gets transported. I also don't know if that's a correct assessment to make. Yeah. Yes. They give way for each other automatically, but giving way means that they get delayed, right? Which means that some resource will have a delayed drop off time. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, sure. I will quickly save it to my clipboard. So that I know. Yes, it's now in a notepad. Okay, goodbye. See you. Meow. Thank you for today. I appreciate it. Thank you for dropping by. Can only go in that direction. Hmm. Yeah. This vehicle stuff is definitely complicated. I also have an elevator. So, yeah, I guess I can have multiple trucks on one loop, but you can make a bypass road so when a truck stops at a station, the main road isn't blocked for other vehicles. But at the same time, I do... Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it, I think. Just gonna go a little here to the left, and then down. Oh god, I'm messing up all of my building. Okay. So we will not go that far. Okay. Yeah, so like here. Let's sample this one. Nice. And then we start going down. As much as we can. Somehow this one didn't soup at all. Okay. Let's continue. Good. Let's build this just so we know where it lines up. Good. And we then go like that. Nice. Then let's dismantle those. Somehow it also dismantled this one. I don't know how. Okay, good. Then we do asphalt. And you guys just like to here, that's fine. Ooh. Okay, and we do it on this side also. Then we do a regular concrete ramp here. Like so. We're running out of concrete, but I think we should be fine. Okay. Good. Then we do this same down corner here. And we meet up. Good. And ramp down. Like so. Oh, taking damage. Nice. Okay, great. So now we have that. And I'm guessing they can just have one truck station, right? They can go to the same truck station. So we would have transport, truck station. Yeah, we would have one like here, and then the other one here. So one unloads, that will be you, and then one loads. No, we should unload on this side. So yeah. Okay. For packaged fuel to be put into them. But maybe that's not necessary. Oh, this is the fuel. Okay, I see. So I can actually just put fuel into this one and it should be fine. Yeah, okay. Cool. Do I have more in my... Yeah, I do. So I can just add 100 for now. Okay. So then the idea is you go here, you do a U-turn. Okay. What if I do a truck? Do you have a better turning circle? It looks like you kind of do. Like so. Yeah, because universal is just used for all vehicles, right? So it needs to support all turning circles. But in this case, we will just use the truck. Let's do quarter circles. Okay. I mean, I would prefer a universal one so that I don't have to redo it in the future. If I can. Yeah. But as we can see, then it cannot go perfectly. Yeah. So, even though I would prefer a universal path, I don't think it can work here. So, we'll do the truck one. No? Now you also cannot. Okay. But weren't you capable of doing that before? Yeah, that's true. I could do that. But this looks correct, no? I mean, I'm not gonna have... Am I gonna have better vehicles in the future? Yeah, yeah, trucks, right? Yes, trucks. Yeah, exactly. So I think I don't necessarily need to support a universal vehicle path here. If I have the best ones that I can have, then it's fine. That's at least how I see it. Well, now that we just need a single unloading station, let's actually change the truck station to be on this side because it's more convenient. Okay. So we would go H and then it cannot be nudged. Okay. Yeah, that is even. But now you're probably gonna complain, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine, but I might as well just use the biggest and best because I have the resources, and if I decide that I need to make even more compacted coal in the future, well, then I automatically support that, right? At least that's my thinking. Okay, what if we go from here and then straight mode does weird stuff? Okay, so what if we go why do you say you turn too sharply? What is happening here? Oh god. What is it doing? I cannot could you please cooperate a little bit? So barely supports any turning at all. Okay, in that case it's just gonna make my life difficult. Then I will build it on this side again. It just feels better because then I have a lot of space over here I could utilize, and I don't have as much on this side. But if it's gonna be difficult like that, then it's fine. Okay, so default mode worked for us. Now it doesn't even want to do straight. It cannot be perfectly straight. Place straight first, then okay. So let's say go to here. It turns too sharply. Okay. Yeah, so you don't okay. Like so. Yes. That looks more correct. Could I then... Yes, now I'm allowed to connect you. Okay. Great. So, what if I place this slightly like here? That is even good. Even Steven. Just go straight like that. And then now you don't want to connect. Okay. It's definitely still a challenge to work with this stuff. For me, at the very least. Maybe not for everyone. Okay, now you don't want to connect. But I could like that. Okay, whatever, that works. Sure. But that means that I could have you... Yeah, sorry for taking so much time on this. But let's have the truck station on this side here. So I want this to be going in that direction. That's cool. That's what we want. I'm not building you even though. And then we'll have you go straight from here. So we can then put you here and then meet you up here. Okay, that works. It feels like a bit of a hack, but it's not. It shouldn't feel like a hack either. Oh, I pressed something weird. Okay, it's fine. Good. Yes. Yeah, I tried doing that, but it just didn't end up working. I mean, this also looks like a perfect half circle, maybe. Does it? I don't know. It's not a big deal. Let's keep going. Why does it look like that? That scares me a bit. Okay. You're not even. Okay, if I hold control, you're gonna stay even no matter what. Good. Yeah, so this is where straight mode is useful, right? To get a perfect turn here. This looks strange. Okay, but it should work. Great, so here we will have a complicated intersection, right? Because one will go this direction, and then one would go, let's say, here, right? I think that's how it would be anyway. And then yes, and then they have a chance of intersecting with each other here also. Okay. So in straight mode I cannot snap, but in default mode, interesting. I cannot hold control in straight mode, but I can in default. Okay, that's also a good detail to know. It's a bit strange that it is like that, but if it works, it works. Vehicle path is too long, but it doesn't say, or it didn't show that, it just said so. Oh. What is happening here? So you are aligned. Why is there no icon here? I don't know if I'm just imagining things. But no, this is not even anymore now. Is it? I'm so confused. I don't think it's even, no. It's not, so... Okay, let's try to redo some things. So, yeah, you're also not even. Okay. But here, you are even. Okay. Yeah, it's strange. So here it says vehicle path is too long, but it's blue as if I am allowed to build it, but I cannot build it. But if I look back a tiny bit here, now I can build it. That's a little strange. Okay. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, it makes sense because the concrete has this little inner square. Or whatever you want to call that shape. It's not necessarily a square, but it's close. Okay. Good. And then we go around. Of course, we cannot do that, so we have to yeah. So let's just make a little more space here. Okay. Could you... Yes, here. Okay. Perfect. Then we will do the same on this side. Yes, it's a bug. Yeah. It seems like a bug. Okay. So we have to do a turn. Okay. And that's... It turns too sharply. Okay. It's because you're going in the wrong direction. Yeah, so you should be going this way. Good. Then can we finally meet up? We cannot. So okay. I think we can do a little like this, and then straight mode definitely not. But you're still not wanting to do this. Vehicle path is too short. They can also be too short. Oh. Yeah. This doesn't look like a perfect half circle. Yeah. Maybe. So a quarter circle first. I wonder what's different here. Yeah, it is going over the the truck station. Um, yeah. It is very strange indeed. Okay, so... Oh. Okay, I'll try something slightly different. So going like this, and then straight mode. Not fully. So you're still not allowed to connect, but it keeps rotating for me, which I don't want. Okay, we will go slightly longer, like so. But now you're slightly turned. Please stay straight, like so. And then okay. Vehicle collides with terrain. So it's gonna collide with this. Oh, it's also going too far here. Okay. Straight mode is just not looking good. Okay. Fine. I'm okay with this. I'm not gonna spend so much more time on making it perfect. This should work. As I've mentioned, aesthetics are not my strong side, so I'm not gonna spend too much time making things amazing looking. There are definitely some janky build mechanics in this game, but it's fine. At least you can work around the jank. Okay. Good. So then straight mode should... Oh yeah, but we need to connect here, that's why I'm confusing myself. So at least straight mode works here, which is good. Okay. So this can be a bit dangerous, who knows, we'll find out. Okay. Then we will do like this. Okay, and clipping may occur. I don't think so. Okay, so that's one path done. The tightest turn for a tractor should be 8 meters. Okay. Yeah, so I should have you on this side. It doesn't matter though, does it? No, I shouldn't have it on that side. That's why, yes. Okay. I was just being confused. But all is well in the world. Okay. That's fine enough for me. Okay, so a tractor actually has better turning. Oh yeah, significantly better. I see. So there is actually a world where tractors could be more useful. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Well, I don't mind it that much here, so we'll be fine. Why does it keep? Am I? No. It just kept being uneven, I guess. Okay. Well, whatever. Okay, we're getting there now though. So we want you connected here. Good. So now we have the whole path, I think. So there are still a few things that we'll need, such as the trucks themselves, such as power also. So let's grab some power from over here. Well, we're closer here actually, so. We can grab a pole from behind here somewhere. You have more connections, good. So, I can now also daisy chain, I forgot about that. I can shorten them. Shorten them if I build closer. What does that mean? There, okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I see. So, yeah, if I... Let's say... If I was to Like end this path here, for example. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, something like this. I don't know how much it truly matters to shorten them. You might know more than me on that. Yeah, okay, this is still gonna stay green here. But we could do like so, right? Then it's less green. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, but that's still not gonna ruin much, right? Maybe some timing or something like that, but not like a huge deal, I could imagine. I don't know though. Okay. Good, so now we have this. Then we will just plug you in. Okay. Good. So oh, hello, Garden Elf. You're way too late today. No, there's no being way too late. It's fine. It's all good. Hope you're doing well. Technically the vehicle is out of the way. The other vehicles will wait for it to clear the junction. Yeah. Okay. So now we have coal going in. Monday vibes and tons of new furniture. Monday is typically your busiest days also. This is annoying that they have the scroll bar for nothing. Okay. Good, so we have this now connected. So Garden Elf, today we're setting up trucks. Lately every day seems to be the busiest, I see. Yeah, sometimes it's just that way. We're setting up trucks. We have built a big vehicle path for our trucks to transport sulfur and coal. And we have also been going for 2 hours now. So it's an exciting... Okay. It's an exciting day. This guy, I really don't like the look of. So let's put you here instead. And then just connect here. Okay. You don't need to go to this one now. We can blow this one up. Impressive progress? Maybe. I mean, I'm very much not experienced with this. I'll blow you up. I thought so. It's fine. It's been very much experimental because I'm messing around with stuff that I have not done at all in this game. And it's a little confusing, but we're getting there slowly but surely. Okay. So, power line. Oh, this geyser scares me every time. We have a geyser underneath this platform, by the way. I'm doing great. That's good to know. From a vehicle expert. Both in real life and in Satisfactory. That's good to hear. There's no good spot here, so we'll put you here. Sure. Oh. Okay. You've been playing for months, but not set up an actual working truck loop. Just paths, I see. Yeah, I mean, I could imagine if there are a lot of projects that you could start and so on that just takes so long to get right. Okay. Let's line you up like so. And then we will use Mark Freeze again. So good. There we are. We've played with universal paths and found the finicky things with them you have to work out. Like placing all your straight sections before making your curves / corners. Yeah. It's not ideal, it's a bit strange to have to do it that way, but yeah. Train tracks have been like that forever. Yeah. Okay, well, time for the trucks to go down, I guess. They're huge. So oh, the mouse controls are so slow in here. Place it. Yeah. Oh, what did I remove? Oh, not the truck at least. I removed the path somehow. Okay. So here, probably, right? How do I queue? Okay. But how do I know that it is loading? I mean, I'm guessing it should have loaded at this point on the other side. Oh, that's the tractor. So here. So let it drive to it, I guess. At first. Let's fuel. Let's just take a quarter. Oh, it's in here. Okay. Autopilot is disabled. How? Oh god. Okay. So you're here. It's packaged fuel for now. Add both steps. Okay, so I don't know which one is which. Can I rename? Yes. Sulfur. Good. So open menu, then vehicle path. That's a bit strange. Okay, so sulfur. Good. So then autopilot is engaged, enabled. But you're just sitting here. Probably because you don't have a place to go after, maybe? At the drop-off station, yes. I just need to figure out which one that would be. So, yeah. I will go and rename it and then set up the other truck and station as well and just get it going. They usually highlight it on the map. It didn't look like it was highlighting, but maybe I... compact drop-off. Let's call it that. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, they could have highlighted. I didn't notice if they did. I did try to look for it. Okay. Then we build the truck here. We rename you to coal. We add some fuel. Vehicle path. You will be packaged fuel. You will go coal to then compact drop off. Oh yeah, it is highlighting. I don't know why I didn't notice that. But now this one is driving. Yes, I'm thinking to make the compact coal like down there somewhere. Yes. I'll have to figure out exactly how, but that's the plan. Okay, here we are. Two fuel stations. Okay. That also seems like a bug. It's a lot of packaged fuel per minute. Oh, I see. So I can only... Okay. I can only drop off in one place. Okay. Per thing. I see. So you have done your first drop off. That's nice. Have you? Oh, you're not unloading, that's why. Okay, truck station on the opposite side then. Hello? What is it doing? Okay. So... I think I know why. Okay. Let's try like so. Yeah, it's because of that. Now this would be too short. Okay. It's very complicated stuff, this. Okay. We can make it like here, good. And then we'll just extend the asphalt to here. Yeah, that does make sense. So this one, let's say, is coal drop, and then this other one is sulfur drop. Okay, and you need to unload. Good. And we're probably out of fuel already. Okay, good. So you don't go to the coal drop, you go to the sulfur drop. Unable to reach station. Still? Did I forget to build path? Yeah, I did. Okay, that's fine. Cool. Yeah, you're moving now. Good. So, we'll pump fuel into these two. Oh, maybe Trucking Pro is maybe a bit high praise. Okay, and we do make enough fuel to support them both. That's good. So what we would like to do is split just barely don't have enough space to split. Okay. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, so you will be streaming today? then I'll have a swing by for sure. If I have the time. I think I do. Going to try it, that's exciting. Let's bomb these guys. Okay. Good. Then we keep going. Some photo editing out first. Yeah? What kind of photo editing? And what are you doing that for? Oh, nice. That's very nice. Are you... I'm guessing you're using a different camera from your setup at home, right? For photography then? That's very cool. Okay, let's continue the platform. Okay, good. Then we have fuel going towards there. More foundation in this height now. It's a bit annoying with all of these natural things. If only they were completely gone from this world. Same camera you use. Okay, that's cool. Let's see, logistics. So that would work, right? Yeah, it looks a bit strange, but it works. So we have to connect here. Okay, good. Then we split off here. Can I use a conveyor pull for aligning? I hope so. Then maybe a lift. Yes, that I can use. Okay, then we do a lift down here. Good. And now they should have constant fuel. I need to add universal vehicle paths to my blueprints and then start planning and building some roads. Yes. I wonder if I can build foundation. Let's say here. And if I can build a conveyor floor hole here in that case. I cannot. Okay. And then we just send you down like so. Okay, and then we're good on fuel for the vehicles. What I would say is that vehicles are significantly more expensive to run over conveyor belts, for example. Like conveyor belts are essentially free, right? These are consuming quite a lot of fuel. Yes, well, I know that there is an issue right now. That's part of what I'll fix with the turbo fuel stuff. So, yeah, I know that they're not working as intended. We have looked at the graph earlier also. As you can see, it's not ideal. But we will hopefully fix it. Oh, nice. Yeah, a centralized fuel station. That sounds nice. Replace differing fuel. At some point we will do that. Okay. So that's those things done. Let's check. So you have only coal, which is good, and you have nothing. Why would you have nothing? I would have thought that the sulfur would have done a few laps at this point. So let's see why that could be. So you're just coal. Fine. You're standing still. That's not a good sign. You have sulfur, but you don't have fuel, that's why. Nice. Yes, that's very nice. So, a little over 10 fuel per minute. It's close to half of my fuel. Oh, you can honk. Nice. Close to half of my fuel production. What about you? You're also taking as much. Exactly the same number, I think. Which to me sounds not correct then. Okay, but now we should be kind of backed up on... I mean, this says 4 per minute and this says 0 per minute, probably because this guy hasn't done a full stop yet. So, I don't know, that confuses me a bit. We'll just see over time, I think it might adjust. Okay. So then I just don't know exactly how much we'll be taking in. So we'll be taking in 260... No. 360 of each right now. Which means we can make a lot of compacted coal, yeah. We can make 14.4. Amazing number. Yeah. Or rather, we need that many assemblers. That is with no over and underclocking and so on. Okay. So why is this shaking? This shadow, is it... Do they shake? No? It's the high LOD shadow that's doing it. Interesting. Yeah, they're not shaking. So, okay. Let's try to set this up. Something has seen me. Something hostile, but I don't see it. Okay. Then it's nothing to worry about. That's much cleaner. Nice. So... yeah, it's seeing me again now. It's you. And another one also nearby. Missed. Okay. Let's deal with these flies. Nice. Good. And we're safe. We won't have that much time left also at this point. We'll try to get everything done that we can. So we'll likely be able to set up the assemblers with the compacted coal, but I think we'll end it there when we get to that point. So let us... So we need 14 at least. And I guess we will put them like here. How is the spacing? That's fine. We can... I'm thinking, do we do it like that? Just a big line of them? We could also do like multiple, let's say... Oh god, I'm clicking the wrong building. Let's say kind of like this setup. Then like something like that. I know this is not perfectly set up, that's fine. Just for representation. That could also work. I think it takes up less horizontal space, but do we care about the horizontal space? Not really. We also have to think about how we pump the results in. Yeah. Yes, I was thinking of the same setup as well. Yeah. Indeed. Okay, let's build a little more out here. So, assembler. Yeah, that's true. 16 is a better number. If I was to like split once, that goes to two machines. If I was to split that again, that goes to 4 and split again. Of course, I could also split 3 ways, right? I haven't done a lot of load balancing. I know that it exists, but all of my setups are just manifold because it's super easy and compact. So if I was to split 3 ways, it does. I can split to 9. So yeah, I would have to load balance in 2 directions, right? Because that adds up. And it's just essentially an exponential, right? So let's say oh, that's true. Yes. Yeah, they do have 2 outputs. That's true. Split the line 3 times to get to 8 outputs, yeah. Yes. Yeah. It's very nice. I know this exponential increase very well from programming because it's how binary works also. So I recognize these like specific numbers like 4, 8, 16, 32, 64 and so on. And it works well for things like this. Indeed, indeed. Let's just remove the to-do list also. Yeah, so I could split 3 times. Splitting 3 times. So, let's say I was to do like so. Okay. Then I turn it into 2. And these turn it into 4. That's kind of the setup. Yeah. It could work. And I just do the same above. So then the setup might be something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh god, I messed up that placement completely. Okay. That could work. I would like to... Yeah, the problem with the load balancing is just that it takes up so much space. Which is the part that I don't like about it that much. So here the belts could probably not fit, but here maybe. If I'm on default mode, yeah, they do. So that's the idea, and then we would say in front of their machines, I see. Yeah, exactly. On every other machine. Yeah, but that's the manifold setup, right? Is what you're describing. So that is like let's say I'm just gonna use the constructor for easier setup. So that would be like splitter going in to each individually. No? A splitter on every other machine. Oh, I see. Yeah, so it would be kind of like this setup. And yeah, it could also be right in front also, like this as well, without issue. That could also work. Yeah. Then a splitter in front of every other splitter. This game is getting so complicated now. Okay, yeah. So then I'm also thinking about the logistics of having to put the sulfur in as well, because this is only one of the resources, being the coal in this case. And of course we also have to pump this in. I can fall through here, that's cool. The second input can be lifted, yes. So the idea is that we have essentially 4 belt lines, right? Work backwards. Yeah. So we could say that this input goes to this side. That's fine. The lifted ones go in the middle. The yes. Okay. So we'll split once. Here in the beginning, at the very least. These tractors. Okay. Then we will make assemblers. And let's lock the hologram. So we could put you like here. Then I'd work backwards from the machines, then when you've placed your final splitter, you'll just bring your main feed in. Yeah. So let's say my problem is working with the space that I have. I don't know how much space I have. So we have those 4. And then we have like so. And then like equal distance. I cannot tell. I think this is like equal distance. And then we would split like here. Let's have the ground, the ones in the ground, be furthest away. Because they're easier to deal with. Yeah, that's also like so. Good. We should probably... Yeah, exactly. Okay. It's also a bit annoying with the lifts that they can only be like a certain height. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, because that's just making this annoying. Something like that, right? This is gonna be the sulfur though. Oh, I don't know exactly what I'm doing yet, to be honest, Rob. I'm just figuring things out on the fly. But wait, yeah, these are only 8 of the 16 machines, right? So yeah, so they're only gonna be for the lower input. I see. Or output, rather, not input. Press B. Yes. Now it's turning daytime though. This is not easy to think about. So we want new and sulfur. That's it. Let's have the machines be somewhere else. I don't like them being here. They will be like here. Sure, that should work. But no, the road will be in the way. Yeah, sure, that sounds good, Rob. Sounds good. I can definitely say that this game has gone from being like fairly simple with the way that you have to set things up to having to think so much about everything. I do also have the simple option of just building a big row. Oh. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and of course terrain gets in the way for the 8th. So it's not an option, at least right there, but I think that makes sense. So we will do like here, 1 forward, let's say 2 forward. Okay, and then we make some space like so, and then terrain shouldn't be in the way at least. Yeah, exactly. Manifolds are not really a problem. They just take some time to boot up, I guess. So Yeah. And let's say we'll put it like so. Four, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so that should work. Yeah, I think it's just like a personal preference kind of thing, right? More than anything. Oh. I would say load balancers are definitely the right let's say the most efficient solution. Manifolds are just the because they start working immediately at full efficiency, whereas manifolds take some time, but they're significantly more compact, right? So something like this. Oh. I mean, of course, this is just all of my setups all the time. So we should nudge these like one spot. That's before we dismantle them. We say H and then bump one spot here. Then we can line this up like so. And we can say like that. So that could work. We sent the sulfur through. But it's not ideal because this setup would be great if we didn't have the terrain in the way, right? But it is in the way. Sure, we could do like this, but I mean, is it that big of a deal? Maybe it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, but they're too close on that side. Do I care enough? Not particularly. The flies are back again. Yeah, so let's say we put the assembler. Ah, these flies. Say like here. Would that be better? Like that. Then it's the same spacing, right? It looks like it. Like that. It's a cool looking setup, but it's not fully gonna work like this, I think. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. The coal input. Hello, Meow. Nice to see you again. Clocking in from work, I'm guessing. Yeah, my thinking is that I have... Yeah, I guess it should fully work, actually. Because I started thinking about this as I have to use both inputs but or outputs, but I don't actually have to, so... Yeah. It should work. So this would be the sulfur or coal. I think it'll just be the coal. Like that. Right? Yes, yeah, a buffer would probably be a good idea, to be honest. A buffer in the form of a storage container, right? That does make it so that things get a little more cramped, but it should work. Also, Meow, I am finishing up the stream quite soon. Is this person that you wanted me to raid live at this moment? Do you know? The Great Artist, was that the name? Yes, it was. So yeah, this could work. Then I guess we have the automatic. Yes, okay, that's great. What kind of content do they make? Satisfactory. Okay. What what does that? I'm confused because you said that the her butterfly just hatched, so I was thinking maybe it was some kind of like nature streamer. Uh, so I guess, but how does that make them able to stream? How does that give them time to stream? Or is it the opposite way around? I should take it maybe. Yeah, I know, but I'm not doing that yet. So is there a reason why I should have a buffer actually? Because it seems like it's around the same amount of storage, right? That there is in the storage crate also. Throughput. Okay. I guess that's true. So in that case, I should... Let's say I build this storage container here. I should then take logistics all the way to the end here. Okay. So something like that, sure. That could work. Every station needs them, I see. And then, let's say, so I'm gonna have a splitter. Let's say here. Ugh. It's gonna be very cramped in here. Okay, let's say like that. A belt then comes in from this side, let's say. I built it the wrong way, so let's try again. Like so. I think that might be not ideal. Why do you not want to go anywhere? Okay, now you do. Yeah, so we're gonna have clipping this way. Oh yeah, I'm winging it. I'm winging it. No, it's still gonna be the same distance. So... You can suggest something else, yeah? All good, all good. Face east, yeah? Oh, hello Terry, nice to see you again also. Thank you for stopping by. And you don't clip into indestructible structures. It's true, it's true. Yeah. That might be the smartest thing to do in this case. I agree with you. So what you mean is a setup kind of like this, right? And then like send it in this direction. Is that correctly assessed? Yeah. That could also work. Let's see. Okay, so let's first create this buffer so that we know where we are working from. I'm just gonna use Mark IV belts because I can. Okay, good. This buffer can be after we fix this cable. It's still gonna clip through. That's annoying. Then what's the point? Okay, good, that's fine enough. Production, no. Organization. I cannot tell where anything is. Okay. Like that. Sure. The golden rule: if input then output merger in the middle, if output then input splitter in the middle. Yes, well, I think by my gameplay it's clear that I'm definitely not German, right? They have engineering unlock in Germany. That's not me. That's not me. I am not a German engineer. Okay. So let us do some assembling and here. Okay. Let's. We also don't want it to go into the road. Yes, I remember. I rated Meow last time I streamed, so that's how. Yeah. So then we go around here with the sulfur, and there should be space for output from this machine. But will there be space on this side? I mean, we can adjust the refinery line either way. Okay, how many do we have here? We have 7. So we will need 1 more. Yes. You're not an engineer at all, Terry? No. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of an engineer, I guess, but not in the physical sense. I'm a software engineer, you could call me. But this is not software engineering. I guess it's more software than regular engineering, so it's true. FSM, what does that stand for? I remember you talking about what you do at work, but I don't know. What FSM stands for. Okay, so we make good space in between here. I mean, that should be good enough space as it is. We then send a couple of lines through. So we do like so. Yes. Sorry if this is frustrating to watch also. I could imagine that it's not ideal. Food safety manager. Yes, yes, that's the one. That is the one. Okay, and then we also send one through the middle here. So we'd likely want a little bit of space so that we can easily split. So yeah, I'm just going for the manifold setup. It's simpler for me to work with. So this will be the line. Yeah, I could use the stackable conveyor poles like that. They can be in the way of the inputs, so let's place them after, I guess, if anything, but oh wow, this chat is busy. Just had your birthday. Yes, congratulations, happy birthday. Yeah, manifold is good. I like it. I like it. But I would say if load balancing was easier to do and more compact, I would have done that a lot more than the manifold. Just because machines get up and running immediately. Of course you can pre-fill and all of that stuff. So everyone knows you. You're a dude in the US who plays weird games from the Smoky Mountains, is that correct? Around that area. Smokies. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think this will be the setup. It does make sense. Yeah, so for anyone who doesn't know Terry, Terry is a very special person indeed. He was the first one to be a real regular on my stream back 2 years ago when I used to stream regularly, and then life changed, whatever things happened that made it hard for me to stream regularly. So Terry would come in constantly, and then I had like around a 2-year break from streaming, and now Terry is coming back in a few times. Usually stream 1 day a week on a weekend day. Oh, interesting. I actually didn't know. Usually Squirtle and other word games. I see, yes. So the time pass kind of thing. That's nice. I'll try to jump by. Do you have like regular days that you stream on? Or is it just whenever you have time on the weekend? Because I'll definitely jump by in that case. Saturday or Sunday mornings, your time. Yeah. So I see, like around this time, I guess maybe then. Eastern US time. Yeah. Okay. Good. So we have this coal line. Not this early, maybe 10, 11. Okay. Yes, so... Okay, good. Let's just keep it going. Well, I'm supposed to end soon, but I feel like we have so many people in here and a lot of chatting going on. I don't feel good about ending currently. It's very nice to see an active chat like this. I haven't seen this much going on previous streams, and I think I have also you, Meow, to thank for that as well. I appreciate the raid earlier. You got lucky? Maybe, but I mean, you know how Twitch works and all of that, and just having more, a higher number on your stream actually does a lot for discoverability and so on, right? I'm not getting like hidden beyond, like, among a bunch of people in the category. It's not a regular schedule right now. Oh, it's so it's so busy in here. Wow. It's crazy. What other channel in Rush? I'm not sure what you mean, Meow. Oh, I see. Yes. Yeah, I can post the name in the chat for this person. So this, if they're still gonna be live by the time that I'm done with the stream, that's gonna be the raid target for today. Okay, let's send you around. Let's give some space for the truck also. Okay, good. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's not necessarily that I have stuff happening or going on, but yeah, I also have limited time, or I have other things to do after stream. Okay. It's tight, but it works. That's what matters. Okay. Meeting in Argentina. It's gonna be so cool. This is a very nice compact setup actually. I like it. Nice. Then we do merging. Wait. Like so. Good. There we are. And then we are running out of industrial beams at this point. That's not ideal, but should have brought some more. Okay, good. So we have those set up. Don't get summers off like teachers. It would be great. It would be great. Okay. But yeah. That's how it is sometimes. Okay. Let's go and get some more industrial beams. I think that's what we should be doing. I at least want to set this compacted coal stuff up. Did we check this out? Oh, there are encased industrial beams here. We did open it. We just haven't dismantled it. Nice. Then further up. We'll use the highway, that's why I'm going this roundabout way. Well, how... there are so many people in here. How are everyone's day today? How are people doing? The Argentina trip is gonna be exciting. I'll look forward to hearing more from it. So all of this effort for turbo fuel, but we're working with a lot of new stuff, a lot of complicated parts of the game. Work is so quiet. Well, that's the best kind of work, no? When it's quiet. I guess it's also nice to be busy sometimes, but... Yeah, I'm doing well. Doing well. It's a great stream today. It's by far the best one that I've had, easily. Like nothing gets even close. So I'm doing very well in that sense, and we're making a lot of progress in the game also, which is very nice. Hydrate. Yes, remember to hydrate, indeed. Indeed. Yeah, is there gonna be a 1.1 update soon? I hope so. I need to hydrate. I have been hydrating a bit during the stream. I've had a bit of apple juice next to me. Mutants don't need hydration. I mean, soon enough I'll be working with nuclear power and I'll be even more of a mutant. Just wait. Okay, we're getting there. It would be nice with belts going the opposite way so that I could go even faster back also. It's so cool to see so many people interacting though. It's very nice to see. I appreciate you all coming by. It's a lot of fun. A little difficult to keep up with at times, but very fun. Am I younger than you? I am in just a few days from now actually, turning 29. So I'm getting ever closer to the 30, the big 30. Yeah, am I that young? Just turned 41? Yes, well, again, happy birthday. And, well, just remember that age is a number. Oh, you and Rob are the same age? That's very, very fun coincidence. It's an interesting age. What changes? What's new? What happens in this patch? In patch 41. Never too old for streaming, even with kids, marriage and work. Yeah. You no longer believe 40 plus is old. We remember pre-internet, dial-up internet, and now internet in your pocket. Yeah. Kids? Ew. Yes, it might not be for everyone. But Rob has kids. Or at least one. I'm not sure if you have multiple. One son. Yes. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. So we need to find out how we support this. I have to think about the math. So we have 16. So we should underclock a bit. Yes, it can happen to the best of us, Rob. It can. Yes, it's great that that you're now at this stage, Terry. Late nights, less sleep. Yeah, that's wonderful. It's just this, right? For all of them. 90%. I believe so. Okay, good. Oh, I think yeah. Wait, did this not? It didn't copy the overclock or underclocking. Oh, it never actually adjusted it, I think. Right, so now, yeah, now they're good. Okay, good. +20 nieces and nephews. That's crazy. Okay. And last machine. So now they're all set up, at least with this. Then we should just power them on. And we'll just place one in the middle here. And thankfully, since we have daisy chaining now, nice. Makes life so much easier. Amazing. Great. There we have it. That's the first smaller or bigger step of getting turbo fuel up and running. So why are these lights yellow? That's just because of the manifold. Yeah. So we're using very quick belts here. They should fill up quite fast, at least. Six brothers, 5 half, 1 full. And one of them has 10 kids. 10 kids! Oh god. Yes. To be honest, Rob, I don't know. I'll figure out what kind of numbers I'll have at some point. Yeah, so Rob, you're streaming late. What happens when you have to go to bed? I'm guessing you share a bed. Do you just jump in and she's not bothered by it? 10 kids is not indeed. I cannot even comprehend that amount. Okay, good. These are filling up. Oh. We can drive the truck. Nice. Oh. Somehow, Terry, that message that you sent was marked as offensive or something. Just so you know, I allowed it, but I had to allow it for people to see it, I think. All the kids' names start with the same letter. That's very cool. Also very much limits the names that you can give. Yeah. Here we are with this stuff, at least. It's good. And while we're at it, let's just grab like a fill up our inventory with sulfur. Because we'll need it for bombs in the future. We might as well steal a bit. Belts are still working at full speed. Okay. All of this is looking good though. But yeah, we won't be able to set up turbo fuel today. So, but this is a very cool setup. Got to work with the new vehicles also. Very intriguing stuff. And of course this big assembly line. Very, very cool. Interesting with the level of detail stuff. Nice. They're kind of smoothing out, blending into each other. He's usually out of it due to not being too well. Aha, I see. As long as you get your time together, she's happy. Yeah, okay. I see. That's nice. Okay. Yeah, sounds like a very what can you say? Very understanding and caring wife. And I can only imagine that she is. Otherwise, well, she wouldn't be your wife, right? Okay, let's so we're making 25 times 14.4. That's 360. And this can move 480. So we will put it into a box for now, I think that makes sense. It's a super compact design. I really like it. And also thank you for Meow for suggesting it, and Rob for helping me out as well with setting it up. That definitely also helped a lot. So now we have compacted coal and a lot of it coming through. You didn't do anything wrong, Meow. Just you helped me out. That's it, and I was thankful for that. With this setting this up and so on. That's all. Nothing you need to worry too much about. Just a thank you. Oh, I love the look of this game. No, you didn't Rob at all. If you said too much or did too much, I would have said so. You have been very helpful and very kind. We have been dealing with a lot of weird issues with the vehicle path together, and well, you being here helped out. You've never played this game. Have you considered it? I remember Time Pass came into my stream and I asked him if he knew the game. And he said no, but you had suggested Factorio to him. So maybe you've played Factorio instead? Yeah, all good, Meow. Yes. See you another time and have a good day at work, Meow. Your PC probably couldn't handle it. Okay, so you're interested in the game, but... Yeah, Rob, no worries at all. There wasn't anything where I considered it, like too much or anything like that. So, don't worry. Why are these backed up like this? Probably just because they took some time, and like the assemblers had been working for a while. Maybe. Oh, I see. Yes. No problem, Rob. Yes. I'm kind of just jumping around doing nothing because I'm engaged with the chat. There's a lot of happening. There's a lot of stuff happening in there. So, and with all that is happening, I also don't feel ready to end. But I also don't have anything more to do in the game. Yes, I see. It happens, it happens. Yes. So, compacted coal could probably also be used to improve coal power, but I don't think we'll consider it for that. Uh, yeah, it's nice. I enjoyed your stream a couple of days ago. Rob also. I I was busy with other things as well, so I wasn't super active in the chat, but just know I was there until a certain point. The rain is also very nice. I'm getting carried away with the sulfur. Yeah, so this we will probably just have to end it here because I sadly also have to go. But I hope that that you guys had a great time, and it was wonderful to see the chat being so active, to see you all coming together at once. Absolutely incredible. The amount of viewers in here also has been way more than I've ever experienced. Like by a factor of 3 probably, I think, when I look at the statistics after. Yeah, it's crazy to see. Yes, I enjoyed it as well. It was super fun and a lot of good progress, definitely. We now have vehicles driving around. That is super fun to see. So, yeah. All of this great stuff was done. And while we're at it, we should check out this this person. And, well, since we have a lot of people in here, I think it's only right to find someone else to be able to support with this amount of viewers as well, right? And, well, we will have to find that person, so I know their name. Let's see if they're live. They are indeed. So that would definitely be the next person, and, well, I hope that I hope to see you guys in there and talk a little bit in there as well. So thank you for coming by. I appreciate you all being here, and Terry also. It's always nice to see you because you really mean a lot to me in the streaming sense, and Rob as well. It's always nice to see you. You have started hanging out. Garden Elf, you just come by every stream somehow, and it's amazing to see. Thank you for being here as well. And of course Meow, who also kicked off the stream by rating me as well. So see you all again soon, and let us try to raid this person. I have to search. Okay. And yeah, see you all in that chat. Okay. And have fun. Enjoy the rest of your day. Okay. Let's go in there.